Aku suka kamu.
It's the same audio file that kamu. Aku suka kamu. Aku. We've seen this before, but it's not saya. We're used to saya for I, if indeed this is I. And we is kami. So what's aku? Aku has to be I. But what's the difference between aku and saya? I don't know. I choose you. YouTube. Hello, this is the section where we say hello to you. Welcome back. We are going to finish up our Indonesian session today. So let's not delay. Let's get right back into it. Side webcam. Here we go. We now have the option of going to basics, going to intro, basics 2, or greetings. And I kind of want to see more grammatical stuff. So I think we have the best chance of doing that in basics 2. So let's give it a try. Start. Which one of these is book? Buku.
Buku.
We also had this question of pluralization that came up when we saw buku. We see all over the place that plurals are unmarked, like jeruk, oranges. But here we have buku, marking plural. So yeah, something to ponder. All right, so which one of these is letter? Surat?
Surat.
Surat. See? These stress rules do not work. Surat.
Aku suka kamu.
It's the same audio file that kamu. Aku suka kamu. Aku. We've seen this before. I choose you. But it's not saya. We're used to saya for I, if indeed this is I. And we is kami. So what's aku? Aku has to be I. But what's the difference between aku and saya? I don't know. I like you.
Kita makan.
Kita makan. Oh dear. Okay. So now we have to figure out what kita is. Because we don't have it. And we have kami as we. We have dia as he. We have aku and saya as I. So those are our three options. I, we, he. Okay. Well, let's go for we. We eat. It might be wrong. It might be right. Oh, it's right. Okay, so kita. So we have saya. We have aku as I. We have, presumably, we have kamu as you. We have kami or kita as we. And we have dia as he, she. Cool. Oh, I see cool stuff coming from the chat. There are politeness distinctions at play here. Interesting. So I'm seeing that saya is more formal than aku. Interesting. It's interesting that they would sort of spring that on us without telling us that there's a difference between the two. That could cause some issues, I think, perhaps. But the owl does as the owl does, right?
Dia menulis surat.
Dia menulis surat. Well, he, and we know surat is letter. So I'm assuming the only verb we have here is writes. So he writes a letter. Yes, menulis. Right.
Kita menulis.
Which I'm assuming would mean we
Kita
write.
menulis.
So I want to just write down what we've learned. Formal, aku, informal. Because that could really trip you up, I think. You're going to just start using the wrong thing. Yeah, I don't know if I approve of that. Anyway, kita menulis. I also saw that there's a suggestion of occlusivity distinction. Maybe this is what's going on with kami and kita. I don't know if that's a yes, definitely, or could it be? I don't know. Kita menulis. We write. We write. Brilliant.
Aku dan kamu.
Aku dan kamu. I think they've got a problem with that one audio file. Unless this is a feature of Indonesian that I'm not aware of. Please tell me if that is the case. Aku dan kamu. So I and you and I. I don't know if it's going to ding me for this word order issue in English. You and I. Really, I and you, right? But kita is we inclusive. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Kami and then exclusive. Excellent. All right, we are learning. Okay, you and I. Thank you, Sonia.
Dia menulis buku.
Dia menulis buku. He writes a book. Dia menulis buku. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Aku menulis buku.
Aku menulis buku. I write a book. Bit of a weird phrasing in English as well. I write a book. It's like I write a book every year.
Kamu menulis buku.
I don't know what the sort of aspect stuff going on in Indonesian is, but kamu menulis buku. You write a book. Goodness gracious. Indeed, we did, Duo.
Aku menulis surat.
If that is your real name. Aku menulis surat. I write a letter.
Kita menulis surat.
Kita menulis surat. So this is kita inclusive we. We write a book. As this bare present in English just sounds so strange in this context. A lot of times these sentences they would never occur out of context, like the he likes black. It's very strange to have these things come out of nowhere and just like, okay, well, yeah, that's the translation. Or this is how I'm going to attempt to translate it into Indonesian. Oh, it was a letter. It wasn't a book. Surat.
Kita
Hello?
menulis surat.
Right. We write a letter. Great. Yeah, are there grammar notes? I don't know. I'll look around. I don't see anything. Let's see what else we've got. Which one of these is newspaper? Koran?
Koran.
Koran.
Mereka minum.
Mereka minum. They drink. So we have another pronoun. Tips. The grammar notes are in tips. Where are tips?
Buku ini.
I don't see tips on the menu. There's no menu. Oh, I have to be out of a lesson? Okay. After this. Buku ini. This book. I'm assuming this book.
Menu ini.
Menu ini. This menu, perhaps.
Saya membaca menu ini.
Saya membaca menu ini. I membaca read this menu.
Kamu membaca menu ini.
Kamu
membaca menu ini.
You read this menu.
Saya membaca buku Anda.
Saya membaca buku Anda. I read. What's going on here? Buku Anda. Maybe your book? Why is that capitalized? That's really interesting. Let's see what happens. Interesting. You can also click discuss. Oh yeah, I did that before. I knew this. What's wrong with me? But this just seems to be people's opinions about things. All right, well, interesting. Okay, well then moving on, but that's interesting. Buku Anda. Your book. Buku itu. That book. What was this again? Buku ini, was it? Something like that. E something. E. Anda is Anda is formal U. That's why it's given the capital letter, presumably. FML. Maybe I shouldn't write it as FML. Formal. Book.
Mereka makan.
Mereka makan. Mereka makan. They eat.
Menu itu.
Menu itu. Menu itu. This should be like that menu, right? But it's not giving us the option. Maybe it's encouraging us to consider itu as equivalent to the definite determiner the. I suppose it is. Okay. It's kind of slapdash. I don't know. It's fine.
Mereka menulis.
They write. Mereka menulis.
Mereka membaca.
Mereka membaca. They read.
Saya membaca koran, kamu membaca buku.
Saya membaca koran, kamu membaca buku. So I read a newspaper. You read a book. Yeah.
Ini koran Anda.
Ini is... Oh, wait, question. Ini koran Anda. Is this your newspaper? Ini, this, koran Anda, newspaper, yours. Formal. Your. Okay. Chat, thank you for the ini suggestion. Write this in Indonesian. You read a book. Kamu,
Kamu membaca buku.
Buku. Sebuah. Interesting. The return of sebuah.
Ini
Ini
koran
koran
Anda.
Ini koran Anda. Okay. This is cool. Now, if we finish basics 2, does that mean we're entitled to go up? So if I go to tips here, this is what I really want to figure out. If I go to tips. Oh, what? Wait, what? It just gives you a whole like grammar? So if you don't look at this, then you're just not going to know any of this stuff. Huh. Whoa. Okay, sorry, I'm just in awe. Okay. But what, like, my question, and this is what puzzles me as someone who's, deeply invested in issues of language pedagogy and this kind of stuff. This is kind of out of the way. And there's no way that it's letting you become aware. Like, this is not very discoverable. And the distinction between the clusivity distinction, for instance, or the formality distinction is just never going to come up by giving us these isolated sentences. So it's just going to give us two words that mean I, and it's never going to tell us anything different about them. So we're just going to assume that they're in free variation, or maybe they have some difference in meaning, but because the sentences are all completely sort of in isolation, there's no way of there's no scaffolding that's showing us a young child talking to an elder or something like that expresses the formality distinction. So I'm not sure exactly I'm not sure what to think, but regardless, it's very good that they have the tips here. So I'm going to put these up over here and let's continue. Okay, which one of these is dress? Gaun. It's a vowel sequence, not a diphthong.
Gaun.
Gaun. We know because it has a coda consonant, according to Wikipedia anyway.
Saya kaya.
Saya kaya. I am rich. I'm hoping.
Kalian punya jeruk.
Ooh. Kalian punya jeruk. You have oranges? We haven't seen kalian before. Okay, what's going on here? Let's look it up. It's a plural. Wow. If you don't know about these tips, you have no chance. You have none. Okay, let's just put this into our thing. I'm flabbergasted, really. Interesting. Okay.
Kucing saya besar.
I mean, I don't want to be too harsh. Like it's very hard to teach grammar. There's a large school of thought that believes that you shouldn't really be explicitly teaching grammar anyway, but talk about that later. Let's see. Kucing saya besar. My cat is big. Kucing saya, cat my, cat me, cat I, my cat. Yes. Kucing saya besar.
Ia besar.
Ia besar. Ia besar. What's that? Well, we know that we have our, what do we have for our we? We have kita and kami, inclusive and exclusive. We have dia for he and she. And for it, we have nothing. Where does it say anything about ia? Please have a look here for more. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so the differences between ia and dia. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to actually I'm going to have to guess. So maybe this means it is big. Yeah, okay. I guess it does. Yeah. It's a shame that this stuff just doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of sleeping owl over there. Continue.
Kami kaya.
There's another that gasping kind of thing going on. Kami kaya. We are rich, and which we is it? It is the exclusive we. So we are rich, but you are not.
Kami besar dan kaya. Kami besar dan kaya.
We are large and rich.
Saya suka gaun itu.
Saya suka gaun itu. I like that dress.
Saya punya gaun.
I have a dress.
Ia menulis surat.
Ia menulis surat. How's that ia again that got translated as it before? She writes a letter. Okay, so what's the difference between ia and dia? That's my question. And if this forum were still around, we'd probably have an answer. She writes a letter. I'm assuming this is correct. Yes. Okay.
Kalian minum air.
Kalian minum air. You, plural, drink water. Delightful.
Ia membaca koran.
Ia membaca koran. She reads the newspaper. Here we have definite in English, not corresponding to anything in Indonesian.
Kami menulis buku.
Kami menulis buku. We menulis is write a book. Great. We are going to go into the boss fight. Let's see what happens. It is big. Ia besar. Yes. You drink water?
Kamu minum air.
Kamu minum air. Well. Oh, Sonia, thank you. Dia is like singular, they, he, she. Ia is more like inanimate it. Although they had us translate she as ia as well, so pondering, head scratching. Okay, we're on level. I thought we were already on level 1. No, I think. Well, we're about out of time, so we'll stop it there. I'll come back and talk to you. Well, I'll come back and I'll say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for joining us as we've explored Indonesian and Duolingo together today. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. Actually, I've learned a lot. But it is time, unfortunately, for us to go. I am going to have a little bit of chat with the people who are here live. So if you like that kind of thing, you want to participate, do make sure to stop by live.